Hi everyone, we are at the Carrefour market in Massy to speak about a familiar topic for consumers, manufacturers and retailers, the barcode. Today, 1 billion products carry a barcode, 1 billion. Barcodes that are scanned over 10 billion times per day. The big news is that the successor of the traditional barcode is here, and it will lead to many new opportunities. I am of course talking about the next generation QR codes, 100% designed for retail. Both technologies, the traditional barcode and the QR code for retail, have been designed by the same organization, GS1. Today, I am really proud to welcome their president and CEO, Renaud de Barbois. Good morning, Renaud. It's a real pleasure to have you here, actually close to Carrefour headquarters that you know quite well.
Yes, good morning, Miguel. It's really a pleasure to be here. As you know, before joining GS1, I was the CIO of Carrefour, and it's really nice and emotional to be back here with you to highlight the importance of technology in retail. The very first product scanned at a grocery store was a pack of chewing gum in 1974 in the US. And this is where the industry collaboration started and GS1 was born. 50 years later, the world has changed, and so retail. Consumers now demand more information and transparency, and in response, authorities have implemented new regulations. And that's why, together with industry, we have married the traditional barcode with the QR code to create QR codes powered by GS1. And we are very excited by this innovation because QR code powered by GS1 connect consumers to extensive amount of product information, nutritional information, usage or recycling instructions, safety or traceability information, or even industry certifications. But we can't do it alone. We need early adopters, and Carrefour has always led the industry as a pioneer.
Together with GS1, actually we have implemented these new QR codes in our bottles of wine. Because you know, Carrefour is also a wine producer through our Maison Joan Bublé. We actually have more than 640 references of wine, still and sparkling, which represents over 148 million bottles per year. So, Renaud, let's go to the wine ale and do a demo of what we did together. All new bottles of wine in Europe, starting with the 2024 cuvée, need to display ingredients and nutritional information. But you know, labels in wine are quite small. That's why for the first time in Europe, a food regulation allows this type of information to be provided digitally. So, together with GS1, we did it. So, Renaud, would you mind, red or rosé?
So I'm going to take the rosé one. And when you look at the label here, you see that you have both the traditional barcode and the QR code powered by GS1. These QR codes are familiar to consumers. They look just like normal QR codes, widely used in restaurants and bars. One of the big differences is that they also carry the retail barcode identification number, the GTIN or Global Trade Item Number. That's the identification of this specific product. And with this, we can do many things. Think of it as a supercharged QR code, giving information you can trust that consumers will be able to beep at checkout at some point. Miguel, could you please scan the QR code powered by GS1?
Sure, let me try. So what do I see? I see basically all essential information. You have the product name, you have the image of the product, you have the year, you have the origin, and then if I scroll a bit, I see the list of ingredients and all nutritional information, as well as some sorting and recycle instruction. I will say so. So it's actually pretty complete. We are teaming up with ScanTrust to have homogeneous e-label layouts and provide all information in every language of the European Union. So this use case is just the beginning. Our goal is to add QR codes powered by GS1 to all our Carrefour private labels in Europe. It's 11,000 references. It's pretty huge. And speaking about the future, I would like to hear about your vision for the industry. So I propose you, Renaud, to continue this conversation in our digital retail showroom.
Let's go.
Let's go. So Renaud, I wanted to ask you a last question. How will QR codes from GS1 fundamentally change the retail industry?
By 2027, we expect QR codes powered by GS1 and the other types of next-generation carriers, such as GS1 data matrix, to be widely adopted all around the world. And we recently had the endorsement of over 20 global industry champions calling for this transition. This includes Carrefour, who has signed an industry joint statement calling for the transition to QR codes with GS1 standards. This is an incredible opportunity for brands, retailers, and consumers. And for retailers like Carrefour, this technology could lead to important improvements in key processes like inventory management, waste management, product traceability or product recalls, in addition to all the benefits for your consumers.
That's super interesting. So actually, we have an application on waste management. It's called Diva. This application uses analytics to detect automatically the expiry dates, and based on that, we can apply a special promotion. But today, our employees, they use this application and they update the dates quite manually. I think that with QR codes from GS1, we could make the process much less painful, these waste management processes, automatically updating this information based on what's happening on the checkout.
For consumers, this brings also access to unprecedented levels of product information and a more interactive shopping experience. What was achieved with the wines is a very, very good illustration of that. Other applications may include the identification of allergens that consumers cannot tolerate, and QR codes would trigger an alert at the POS to avoid to sell to the wrong customers the wrong product. But the bigger picture is what excites me the most. Nowadays, sustainability is essential for all of us, and QR codes can also play a key role in this area. The European Union is introducing a digital product passport, DPP, as a mandatory requirement for specific product categories, such as batteries, apparel, beauty products, or electronics products. The primary objective of this legislation is to create transparency for supply chain processes as well as for consumers.
Transparency, I would say it's key for our customers. We began experimenting on it with the blockchain technology, you remember? And now we will continue with the QR codes powered by GS1. So we have multiple ideas and projects in Carrefour that will benefit from this technology. Evolving our private label packaging, upgrading scanning and checkout equipment, and why not using this more widely in the supply chain.
It seems you have a plan.
Yes, we are very excited for it. And Renaud, thanks so much for being here. Your insights were excellent, and we are really looking forward to continue learning from you.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm excited to work with committed partners like Carrefour to drive this transformation.